Hi, this is India Ashley, and this is.
Breathless.
And today we are going to be doing our weekly vlog, which is Mondays and Mimosas. Yay! Got our mimosas right here.
Oh yeah.
And they are so good. I have never made one. So this was the best. Drinks to that. And so today we are working on a joint venture. We are both stay at home moms and we are both entrepreneurs. And we wanted to come together to bring both our ideas. And so today we are going to be talking about her featured topic on her blog at singlegirlsguide.blog.
Yes.
And it is the 4 steps to the single girl comeback. And so we're gonna break down each step and discuss how to get your groove back. So how did you come up with that topic? How did you start with that for your blog?
Okay, so I noticed lately the celebrity trend with the divorces, and the women are stepping out with this completely different look, a whole new transformation. And I'm like, wow, I can relate to that. It's so true because if you've ever been in a serious breakup or a divorce or whatever, you like automatically want to like reinvent yourself.
That is true. I definitely, when I was single, I went through that. And even with being married, to keep it fresh, you constantly want to reevaluate and reinvent yourself. I was just telling her, like, girl, every year you should actually, spring clean your closet and even dump out old makeup and just go through everything and reevaluate your style, your life, so that you're always bringing your best foot forward as far as how you look and how you feel on the inside as well as the out. So let's start with
First step.
the first step, which is a new you.
Yes. So step one, of course, you're gonna want to create a new you, and that can be you having body goals, getting fitness. If you have money, then you can go the surgery route. A brand new wardrobe, as we mentioned before. Getting your hair done, doing something drastic, coloring it, cutting it, getting extensions, or even a makeover.
Yes.
Wearing makeup if you never wore makeup before. You just want to feel beautiful. You want to feel different. Like, you just want to step out of your comfort zone and just look good.
Now, I know with a lot of people always assume that a stylist or a personal shopper or a makeup artist is expensive, or even just investing in yourself is an expensive concept. It's not. Now, I offer that service as well, and even through like my blogs and the things that I write and I share with people, it's not that expensive. Like, for example, weave. Weave has changed so much since when my hair was up to here and all I wore was sew-ins. I mean, it has changed so much. I remember you can get a good pack of hair for $20, 25, and you thought you was big stuff. If you spend $60 a pack for some hair, that was the good stuff.
Yeah.
Now that's the low end for a bundle, $60, and one bundle is like a slither of hair. So go to like your local beauty supplies. Usually in certain areas, like more urban areas, they're a little bit less expensive. And I like half wigs. I mean, it's the same thing. You can do, and they have human, they have synthetic. Even synthetic is like amazing now. It used to look like cheap plastic. Now synthetic hair look like real hair. I mean,
true.
I can't tell the difference anymore. But you go in there and they usually got half wigs. You can do whole wigs. They got lace fronts. Get good deals on like bundles. Sometimes they'll have like a clearance box, and you can shop there, and they'll have a couple different certain colors and stuff that don't sell as fast. They'll have on sale. Even makeup, your local dollar store. I wouldn't say drugstore. Dollar store has some of the best makeup possible. Like right now, my eyebrows, they're pretty good now. They've been growing back good, but I still fill them in a little bit. But this is just a dollar store pencil.
Oh wow.
Nothing special. You know, and then like I'm wearing NYX lip lingerie. I love NYX. That's probably the most affordable and the best matte
really good
lipstick you're gonna get. The lingerie, the buttercream glosses, all of those are really good. And you can get those at Macy's. You can use coupons at Macy's. You can get those from the dollar store. Dollar General usually has them. Family Dollar usually has a lot of nice makeup, nail polish. I like LA Colors is a good brand if you want a really good inexpensive like gel nail polish that's gonna dry really really quick. Um, they have good mascara, contour, so you don't have to spend a lot of money to recreate some of these celebrity trends that you see. It's all about how you put things together. So, and then as far as like your body goals, I actually lost for over 45 pounds working out from home.
Oh, wow.
I went to the gym a little bit, but I didn't actually lose it in the gym where I was in the gym 7 days a week or whatever.
You have a certain program and like a meal plan along
okay,
with that?
So I found out after I've had Atkins for like forever, because when I went back in there, it was like my last weigh-in, I was like 180 something, and I'm 154, well, 56 today. So I'm like, oh man, when is the last time I checked into this? So they have free meal plans, and they have like 3 different plans. They have the conventional, which includes all the Atkins stuff. Then they have like a standard, which is like half Atkins, half regular food.
Right.
And then they have something called the foodie meal plan, which is like real, actual like regular food and recipes. And they have like chef inspired stuff that you can order for certain meals, and it's free. And they have like a free assessment, and you can go to Atkins.com and do it, and they tell you whether you're the Atkins 20 or the 40. You can log your food and stuff in there, that's how you keep the weight off, by having a food journal. So you can identify, what's your triggers, what's why you're gaining weight. Like I was talking in my blog about why I had started gaining weight being a stay-at-home mom, but that's because I don't eat. It's not that I eat too much. I don't eat, and then when I do eat, I binge. And then it's like you get that sluggish feeling, and I wasn't exercising. So I'm down about 2 to 3 pounds now. So I'm trying to keep that momentum going. But I love Atkins for having all those free resources and stuff like that. And they have meal plans, like actual recipes and stuff that you can use to make certain meals, which I really like. And I like to post pictures of my food. Watch my social media. I think I'm a chef. I'm not necessarily the best cook as far as like, which it does taste good, but it's not like, oh, the food is just so delicious. But I like to make stuff look pretty. I think it's the Libra in us. I like the Libra / OCD in me. Like to make everything look a certain way, nice and pretty.
I should have been an event planner because I go all out.
You're like very observant to details and like I'll just move something a certain way and move the table that way. But I mean, all that is important. It's feng shui is important.
Yes. Very. And speaking of events, takes into step 2, going into a new scene. So,
what do you think about that?
Really, you want to be seen. You want to go out and you want to be seen, and you want to make sure that your ex sees you.
Looking
You're
good.
Gonna take a lot of pictures.
Seen.
Yeah, so you got this new look, and then you're taking all these pictures, and you're going out. You might even be like going to clubs or different places that you've never been before because you want to be seen. Places that even some of his friends might hang out because you just want to be seen and posting everything on social media.
Exactly.
Even if he isn't your friend on social media, he has a friend who's your friend, and it's going to get back to him. So
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I had told my husband the other day, and I was like, because we've been together a long time, and it's the thing that he loves and hates about me, that I'm bluntly honest. And I was like, look, I don't care if we've been married for 7 years. When I saw a throwback dude that tried to play me, every time I see him, I'm like,
I know, right?
Look at me, right? You told me I was going to get fat. When nobody going to want me, I done glowed up, the hair done grew. I've been married 7 years. Like, you're absolutely, the petty comes out, and I'm going to enjoy every petty moment. So, you always want to make sure you look good every time you step out the house because you never know who you might have to glow up on real quick. So,
have you ever ran into an ex?
Yeah, this was not even.
Were you looking fabulous, or were you like, oh, I should have?
No, I was actually pretty decent. Okay. I was like kind of how I was now. I wasn't too overly made up because we were at like this little bar we always go to. So I try not to look cute there. It's like Cheers. Everybody knows me there. So I try to, when I come incognito, they know I'm like I'm just trying to have a drink. I'm not, going nowhere for the night. But yeah, we were in there and He had just popped up in my people you may know, and I was like, girl, I just blocked him. And he came walking through the door. I said, look, somebody must have been stalking me or something. I'm trying to figure out, how did he know I would be there? And then he kept trying to talk to me, and then he kept getting mad at my friends about who is this, because she giving him the friend face as she should.
Yeah.
I'm doing the same thing. I'm like, what do you want? I'm about to go because you're doing too much with his big wedding ring on his finger. Well, don't get mad at me. You should have got with me. Instead, you married her and had 3 or 4 kids. I'm sorry you're miserable now. We're sorry. So, speaking of events as well, I am part owner of Climax Runway, and this is one of our lovely sponsors who wrote an excellent novel for the show. To introduce all this backbiting and blackballing we got out here in this Detroit fashion industry.
Very dramatic.
Yes, I can't wait to read it and see what it's about. And we're having an event at Sicaro's Bistro and Bar. It's downtown. I think it's right from Envy. Is it Envy or? I can't remember, but it's right down the street on 555 Shelby Road. Mm-hmm. And it's very intimate. It's very low key, so it's not a club. It's going to be a very adult, grown and sexy kind of event. And like I was telling my friend and a lot of other ladies, and even some of the single men that I see on my Facebook page, come to this event. These are going to be men and women who are all entrepreneurs, some millionaires. And you're going to meet people who are educated with BAs and higher, people who own their own businesses, people who are part of Fortune 500, people who are, real movers and shakers out here. Because I know everybody's getting tired of dating these Build-A-Bear dudes. I know you're getting tired of dating these retired stripper girls who think they IG famous. So if you're looking for somebody with some substance, you need to actually start going to networking events. Completely stay away from bars and clubs and restaurants. The only reason my husband counts is because we went to high school together. Like, if they're not a 6-degree separation person that you've rekindled something, or, they're a friend of a friend that you can kind of trust, meeting anybody at a bar or it is just, no, it's not a good idea. But networking events, I have seen some of the most eligible bachelors out here in Detroit. Some very good, successful, hard-working men. That's where they're at, ladies.
And some of you ladies, some of you ladies who have businesses and you're looking for funding, you're always talking about need a sponsor, you're looking in the wrong place. Go to these networking events.
Honey, I bet you Tierra Marie said when she needed a sponsor, she wasn't at the club. Okay?
Yes.
She was somewhere where it was popping.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of looking for, step 3 takes us into a new man. Now, with that, he doesn't necessarily have to be your new man, but your social media and your ex does not have to know that.
Exactly.
You're going to go out with, he could be a friend, a cousin, or he could actually be somebody that you're dating, but you want to be seen with him, and you want to leave everybody wondering, like, okay, who is he? Wasn't she just with so-and-so? Who is this new guy? Show him you're missing out. Show him you want it. Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. You always want to look very unavailable. You're just so busy and have all this good stuff going on, which brings me to, you watch Love and Hip Hop? See?
I don't.
We're going to have to get her caught up to speed. So I'm sure you're familiar with Tammy and Walker.
Oh, yeah.
And I love Tammy and I love Walker. So I have nothing bad to say. I have all good things. I totally understand it. In marriage, sometimes you have to choose between picking your battles wisely. And if Tammy is like me, I grew up in the church. And if your man didn't beat you, if he wasn't on drugs and he wasn't drinking, you didn't get divorced, you didn't argue, there were no issues. So I if somebody cheats, things happen, you have to make the best decision for your relationship. Now, am I condoning cheating? No. But to say that there's men out here who never cheat at all is a lie. So you just need to pick your battles wisely.
Ooh.
And you need to make sure that when you take him back, he knows you run this show. He don't run this show. That's for another blog. We're not going to do that today.
Yeah, because I know they sitting there like, wait a minute.
We're not going to talk about that today. But with Tammy, she got a new her. She got her business and she's been looking good. And, she's always very pretty, but she has really transformed in the last year or so. And while her and Waka was living separately, when he finally moved back in on the show, he was like, you always going on trips and you always busy and you're doing this and you're doing it. And I'm just trying to figure out, when did you get this busy lifestyle. And the thing is, she's probably doing nothing, just working and hanging out with her friends, what we always do.
Right.
But now she's mysterious. Now he wants to know, what she has going on. So there's definitely something to that for sure.
Okay.
You said that's deep. So
I
yes,
know, right?
we gotta get on that one. The art of breaking down men. We're gonna tell some secrets. From a woman's perspective, because I got 4 brothers, so the game is to be sold, not told. We're gonna sell it on the next one, so we'll talk about that. So that moves us into step 4 and
new money. Okay.
Oh man, that's so important.
So with this one, I call mine my story Heartbreak to Bestseller, and pretty much what that is. You go through a breakup or you go through something tragic in your life, and then it pushes you into pursuing a goal that you might have been putting off for a long time, or it just pushes you to want to do something new. So for me, it was writing. Everything that I went through pushed me to write. Writing has always been my passion. But once I went through, it started with my father's death, and then it escalated into some other things, some financial problems and everything. And then that just made me say, you know what? I've been putting off publishing this book for like 5 years. I'm just going to do it. And I did it, and it's been a great success. And you want your ex to see you succeeding without him.
Do. Absolutely. And, I think that's why we shine so much to each other and we kind of bounce off each other. This is my Libra twin. Definitely, because also both have similar loss in the last couple of years. I lost my mom 2 years ago. Same thing, financial issues, moved around a lot. Even now, having car issues and different issues, but all of that builds character. And so when I say a lot of stuff on Facebook, they think we come off as arrogant or boastful, but it's the fact of the matter is I'm not doing this for the money, and I'm not doing this because somebody else did it. I literally had a life-changing situation that really made me change how I've been seeing myself. I had been living mediocre for so long because it made other people feel good. It made other people comfortable for India to be in this box that they knew that this is how India operated. And now it's like I'm not in the same friendships as I was with people, and relationships are not the same anymore because now people are unhappy because I am happy with me, and I'm just doing it because I love to do it. Again, we're 2 stay-at-home moms. What else better to do but be fabulous? What else better to do but get this money? I don't have nothing. Somebody actually inboxed me one day and was like, "Baby, you need to slow down for you be the master of none." The jack of all trades and the master of none. I said, baby, I'm a Libra. You don't know me. We master everything we do.
And the thing with India is everything that she does, it might seem like one has nothing to do with the other, but they all align together. So it's all building up to one big thing.
Yes, and it's about, I'm at a point now, I'm moving from brand awareness to brand longevity. And this is not a shade, but I talk about this with my partner. Who doesn't have a boutique in Detroit? Who doesn't have a fashion show? Who doesn't, and that's not by no means a read, but that's the reality when I don't pay for a marketing service. So I have to look to Facebook, I have to look to everything around me, and I have to start analyzing what I see. And again, if you read my blog about Detroit, it's an oversaturated market. So you have to do other things separate from what your brand is in order to show that you have more to offer. You have more to go for with your brand. So, with that being said, I made a joke the other day. I want to be like the Black Martha Stewart. Long after I'm a fashion designer who sold some clothes on a website, who am I? What do I really bring to this world?
Right.
So, I think that's where we kind of grow together and kind of how we're similar. We're just 2 women who are looking to grow our wealth, grow our brands, and I actually genuinely want to help people. I think that's another issue that I have with other women. I actually really want to help people and have fun and do stuff, and it can be hard. So it's very rare, and you definitely want to cherish it when you find a kindred spirit like her and somebody that you can trust and you can do these fun things and build these relationships with.
Right.
Is there anything you want to contribute as far as that? I was going to talk about working from home. How do you get a little bit of this wealth?
Oh yeah, let's jump into that.
You want to jump into that? So, okay, so definitely, this is such a loaded subject, so I'm trying to like condense it into one. But when you first met me and when I first started, I had so many direct marketing things going on. It was crazy. And the thing is, they can be good for you, but realistically, I strongly suggest you have a job. If you do any direct sales, whether it's travel, health and wellness, or beauty, it does not matter. I don't care if you're selling washing machines. Like, you must have a day job because in order to grow that, unlike just like any brand, you need money. And the difference with that versus this and what I do, I said how much money I invest to my business. This company has a set amount that you have to pay, and it has to be paid at this time, in this month, in this increment, or you're not going to get this money. So with working from home, I kind of end up letting everything go because I have no money to invest in that business really, not to be doing it at a set increment on a regular basis at the beginning. But now, anybody can really have like an online boutique. You can purchase items wholesale, and places like Poshmark. I get a lot of love on eBay. And you can sell them, at the tradition was a 40% markup, and you can sell them online. And that's a very easy way to make small investments into something that you're interested in order to see um, your money come back in from that. So that's what I've been doing. When I got my taxes, I invested in a few products, some fabric, um, my sewing machine, and things like that. And I've just been, selling that way. It's not so much that it's the passion of the brand, but it's just a way to help fund, other things that I want to do. Right. And I remember when we talked, you were doing travel. How did you like that? What was your thoughts on that?
I didn't have the time to commit to it because at the same time I was trying to launch my Breathless in Detroit, and I could not focus. I was all over the place, and I'm in school for my master's, so I felt like I was being pulled in too many directions, and I'm like, writing is my thing, so I want to focus on my writing brand, and then I can add other things on once I have this financially where I want it to be. And right now, I'm just now getting to where I'm almost financially able to, if I want to bring some other projects along, then I can.
I totally understand. I was just thinking about that today. And this is very isolated when I say this. As a Libra, I hate to be honest because people just take your words, and they just run with it. So, okay, so in the last month, I probably made about $600. That is the rarest month ever. No, I don't have money, so don't start messaging me and asking me to do stuff and do that. I don't have no money. I'm just making a point this is the first month that I made serious numbers that replaced my part-time income as an insurance agent when I was working for State Farm. Unfortunately, I've been having car trouble, so between that, bills, and groceries, Look, I just spent $20 the other day on chocolate-covered potato chips, so I don't know. I'm not bougie, but apparently I am. So money go quick. You spend $20 and it's gone. But I was really happy because I was like, oh my God, I'm finally getting to a point now where I can comfortably say I don't work and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually regularly making, even on a slow week, at least $100 a week, which is a lot for me because I don't go anywhere.
Do you have like monthly goals that you try and meet each month with?
I do. Okay, so we had to take a quick commercial break, and we are back, and we left off at talking about how we promote our brands to work these businesses from home. And I was saying that you got to promote, to the point of obnoxiousness at times. Not directly reaching out to people, but just making sure that you're sharing as often as probably like starting from 8 to about 10 o'clock, and about every 3 hours you want to keep posting different stuff. And maybe once a week I'll tag a large group of people that I know don't mind me tagging them or share or comment, and I'll tag them in the post to share with other people. But just constantly sharing it, running sales, photo shoots always help, especially with having a boutique. Even if you just get a really good phone and you shoot outside, white wall, however you want to do it, that works good.
Have you used the I'm sure you've seen the social media schedule of like what time during the day you should post, and that'll be most effective to reach your audience.
Yeah, I haven't looked into that yet, but they said something about the 30, because I pay more than that. I got a bill now for 46, but $35, you can boost 6 at a time, and yeah, they analyze it and tell you. I gotta look into that, but that's what I want to do.
Okay.
Because that usually helps too. But just even you're not paying the boost, just sharing all the time and wearing some of the stuff, even if it's just sunglasses or a hat, a dress.
Yeah.
Seeing people that you support your own brand, and you're not just selling a product. And I think that goes for really anything that you do. People want to see that you are invested in your brand. And when I
Especially
started,
when you're wearing it and you're wearing it well, and they're like, oh my God, that's what gets me when I see somebody in something and I see my good look on them.
absolutely, it's very hard. We live in a very pushy society with online sales and everybody's selling something. So you have to set yourself apart. People want to like you before they invest in your brand. So I just share and share.
And then like I noticed how like when you're doing yours, you're not like, hey, I'm selling this swimsuit. You'll post like, I just made this, and you know everybody like, oh that's cute, and then that people like, I want to order that. You're not just saying, hey, who want to buy this swimsuit?
Oh yeah, I learned that 2 years ago. Like love me, like my stuff, please share. I need you. Yeah. My feelings got hurt real quick the first year, so I got over that a long time ago.
Another thing I found as far as like advertising, like with as far as friends and family, they always say your friends and your family aren't your target audience, but actually mine are because I have a lot of female readers who like love my books. But I learned a few years ago after trial and error with different businesses, like to stop trying to push stuff on them. So when I came out with Breakfast in Detroit, I did it completely different. I'm not going to market to any of my friends or any of my family. I just posted what I did, and everybody was like, oh, I'm gonna order that, and then everybody's ordering it, some of their friends ordered, they're tagging and sharing, like that's like my week one of my very first book. That's how I sold like 100, like by day 7, and I did minimal. Matter of fact, I think I made 2 posts about my book. My sister, she was blasting, my younger sister, but I made 2 posts about my book, and I'm like I was nobody. And I just came out with this book, and people buying my book, and they loving it and sharing it. So I was like, oh wow. So I'm like, that's how you gotta do people. You can't push stuff on them. You gotta make them want to come. They feel left out, and they're like, oh, she didn't ask me to buy her book, and they seeing everybody else posting. Like, I just finished your book. I just ordered a copy of your book, and and they're like, okay, I got one too. So everybody posts a picture of their book. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, so that's how I gotta do this.
Yep. I have learned the art of social media, being a stay-at-home mom, an entrepreneur, gathering your wealth, even taking a little bit from the celebrities. Celebrities never always necessarily say buy, buy, buy. Yeah, they have their sponsored posts that you see roll across your timeline, but they never just say, please buy my swim line.
You see
They're just fabulous. They're in it. They're on the beach. They're on vacation, and now everybody wants it. So I have learned the art of don't ask, just show them what you're working with. Definitely. And so we're going to lead into the last part of our Mondays and Mimosas, which is our celebrity gossip. Which kind of ties in the 4 steps. So we have been talking about T.I. and Tiny and Lala and Carmelo Anthony. Now, I wasn't all too familiar with the Lala and Carmelo story, so I had to brush up on that. But basically, I love this at Whitney, like allegedly,
I know, right?
He allegedly was sleeping with a 24-year-old named Mia Angel Simone or something like that, and she's a graduate student. It's not got education, right?
So is the baby part true, or is that fiction?
Now, I don't know. They said in the article that neither have addressed it, which is smart. You're better to say nothing than something stupid. I've learned that. I'm a brain now, so everything I say, I gotta be like, I can't cuss anymore. I can't do this. Man. So I get it. Don't say anything, boo. You don't owe nobody no explanations. But I remember I was watching Wendy, and she was asking Nick about them as well when Nick came there. And like Lala had posted her step 1 picture, and she had that comeback and that outfit and that hair and that body, and they were going crazy. And here come Carmelo. thirst trapping on her page about I see you or whatever he said, looking good. Which is good because I'm sure it's all love. Things happen in relationships, but that's how you know. If she wanted to have that man back or whatever she wanted, that's up to her because she was already starting her 4 steps. She had already started. So they're also living separately, kind of similar to Tammy and Rocket, which I think they're back living together now, but like they were doing before, they're living separate now is what I was reading, as well as she's not wearing her ring. If she changed her social media name, then you know.
Yeah, it's official.
It's official, right?
Right.
And I think they said they are trying to co-parent. They got married in July 2010. They had a son back in 2007. He's 10 years old now. And they are trying to at least be adults and co-parent for their son, which is always good. I can always respect that.
Right.
So it's important to make sure that the child is not affected by, the drama that us adults go through. So I'm happy about that. But it seems like they're amicably working out their divorce. There is a prenup. So there's no discussion about who's going to get what and how, the money's going to be split up at this point. I think they're kind of already a laid out plan. Did you hear anything else about that? About that divorce?
You know which one I want to jump into because everybody was fighting over this one on social media.
Fighting over. Hold on, baby.
And the upgrade.
Okay, hold on, baby. Okay. So yes, I hated that meme with a passion because you cannot. That's like saying if my husband and I get divorced and he dates an 18-year-old fresh out of high school that has had no children, probably no life struggles. I mean, I don't know her story, so I'm not judging, but I'm just saying, probably as spring as a chicken can get and as wet as the rain outside and dew on the grass. Like, you can't compare somebody that's been ride or die for you for a decade plus. They gave birth to an army of children. They've been a mogul and a brand and a success story and a singer, an entrepreneur and an artist, and has managed all of these things, plus being your wife, being a mother, to somebody that you're only sleeping with.
And then the thing with that, when they ask if she an upgrade, depending on who's answering the question, answering the question determines what kind of answer you get. Is it one of his boys? Is it Tiny and her girl? Is it the girl and her family? You're gonna get a different viewpoint from everybody because, like, of course, the guys, they might find the other girl more attractive, so they're gonna say, yeah, you upgraded. They're not thinking about the financial situation or her holding them down over years, taking care of the kids and everything. They're just looking at the physical. Now, Tiny, her family would be looking at it as, okay, look at all the, all the stuff I named up that you've done for him. What does she have to offer, other than looking good?
Now, if they get divorced because they had issues, they get divorced. I'm not knocking nobody. But to say if somebody was an upgrade, this is why, though, I am so anti-feminism because I hate kind of what people have transformed what it stands for. But at the same time, this is why feminism is important is because you're trying to play two beautiful women. If we take them out of the context of who's the thought, the side, the this, the wife, two beautiful women who ain't got shit to do with each other, but because this motherfucker that did something. It don't have nothing to do with, what I'm saying, the women.
Right.
They're just two, my periscope and that. They're just two women who just so happen to be having to deal with each other. Sorry, trying to get that together. So, I kind of think it's a sad thing, and then to see people comment and say, of course he did.
Right.
And then the thing that really irks me is the people who normally comment and say stuff like that. Sir, can you cut the computer off and go look at what you lay down next to every night? It's always these single dudes or dudes with these not attractive girlfriends or wives that want to tell somebody about what somebody should look like. Social media makes you hate people. I'm sorry. It will. Because in real life, like, come on now. Come on. That's not even. If that was your mama or your sister, I bet you would be saying, well, yeah, Grady did. And so, I don't really try to get to many of those conversations with people.
I was my tea, reading the comments.
Yep,
I was
it.
like, why is everybody so mad? Like, this is their life. It was entertainment.
And it's so funny. I keep seeing everybody. Well, he wasn't who he was since she was with him or something. He was the rubber band man. Nah, I can tell some of y'all showing your age. Okay, talk about rubber band man. Fuck a rubber band man. Do you remember when he was the I'm real that first video he made when I was watching that mug on the box, okay?
Oh,
forget that, bro. By the time he was rubber band man, he was already the man. Okay, by the time he was rubber band man, like he was already the man. He had another single. I knew T.I. as far as an artist way before Rubber Band Man, and I'm chill or something like that. And he was like riding in a car or something way before his way biggest hit. So y'all gotta go way back. He been in the game way before that. So Tiny been holding him down way before T.I. versus T.I.P. or whatever album that was. Way before that. So, I think people really just need to let people live and let go and let people go through the motions. That's one thing. When you marry, I learned you don't need to marry people with drama. You let them do what they do because they'll be. Matter of fact, she pregnant.
So
She pregnant. I was like, see, that's what he gets for it on the sweatpants. I'm just saying, I can't look 'cause I'm married, but I'm just saying, he wearing sweatpants over there, picking up them kids. Hey, baby, you looking good. Probably smacked on the booty one too many times. They know what they doing. That's why you don't get married for drama. They'll be back together. Stay out of that. So what have we from our 4 steps? We learned that 1, you definitely have to be a new you, and you should definitely do your research as far as being new you. It's a plethora of magazines and articles and resources to find tips and trends and ways to save you money. So just look online and look at different stuff. You can always find ways to upgrade your look without spending money. And then we found that you want to find the right places to go. So, men, stay out of strip clubs. Stay out of strip clubs. No shaking clubs. You can do a nightclub, but at 30 years old, you start thinking 25 and up clubs. Honestly, lounges, bar and grills, live jazz music, places that are like $30 a plate for you to sit down, kind of thing. Because now you're putting yourself in a certain tax bracket of people.
Right.
You know you're going to get a certain kind of quality of person.
Right.
And what was our 3rd step?
New
man. So you want to definitely start
show him
dating.
I got this.
Exactly. Start dating and go back to, that's what I want to tap into, traditional dating. Go back to actually setting your standards, actually making somebody, at the very least, meet you out. Now, I watch a lot of IDs. So if I was single, ain't nobody picking me up. So we'd have been together like 6 months, and I did a background check and all that. But you can meet me at the Sizzler. You can meet me there and we can have a plate or whatever, but start dating and going out.
But how long would you say, or have you in the past got to know a guy, like say you met him on the person, y'all exchanged numbers, y'all talking on the phone, how long should that process go before you two actually, go out?
Before you actually go out on your first date? Yeah, I still say about my first thought. That depends on the man. Because if a man is truly interested in you, your first date gonna be the first day he sees you, or within the next 72 hours. If he works a really good job, I give him a week tops. But by his first off day, you are gonna be his first priority. So that's for sure. And if you have a really good date, and if it's like kind of how my husband was, we both had good jobs, we like to eat, we like to have fun. So every Friday was an Applebee's, an Outback, a Fridays, Dave and Buster's, Benihana's. I was telling my friend who's dating a very successful man of the state. He had a government job, some benefits. And she was like, he a Libra too, and he always want to eat. I said, girl, because we like to eat. We like that high life. We like good living and good meals. So you might want to up your gym workouts to an hour a day every day because he's gonna have you eating good all the time. So it depends on the man. If he's interested with you, he's gonna make time for you for sure. So Definitely have fun and keep that cookie under lock and key. Don't let no man on or off social media tell you that you keep it on lock. That's just going and I'm just gonna do this. No, he not. Lock that mug up. Lock it up. I mean, I'm not necessarily saying keep it locked till you're married, but I agree with Steve Harvey. 90 days for this start. Be close. Get as close as possible. I mean, 90 days is good, especially if you're having once every 2 week dates. If you're dating and you're seeing each other almost every day, you're probably not going to make it. I'll say 30 to 60. If you're dating every day, because that's how me and my husband was. We were seeing each other every day. So within like 2 weeks to a month, it was like, all right.
See, but I'm an introvert, so I can't handle it every single day. I start feeling like,
Really?
Yeah, like
She is no longer my Libra twin.
Look, no, that's my thing with dating. Like, I need a guy to understand that I love my me time. I love lounging around. Some days I just want to not be bothered, and I don't want them to think that it's them. But I know most guys, if I'm not, if I'm saying I'm just chilling and they're trying to get me out, and I really just want to chill, I really don't be. Sometimes I force myself to go anywhere and I have a really good time, but for the most part, I just want to chill, and I don't want them to think it's them. So most guys they can't get that.
I can understand that. Like, as sociable as we are, God, I like my me time. I love just that quiet, no kids, no nothing, just watching my Lifetime movies or whatever, just chilling. So yeah, I completely understand that. But if you're dating like a lot in the beginning, I would say 30 to 60. I would definitely say that. And don't let it be like in the backseat of a car. Like we're 30 years old now, ladies. We're adults. He can at least take you to a 5-star hotel. I mean, my God. If you don't start in each other's houses, I mean, at least it's the thought that counts. I mean, I'm just saying. So, you got to make them work for it. You got to make them do something. If I could go back, I would have waited until I was married too, though, honestly.
Yeah.
You ain't missing nothing. I mean, I'm not saying that the sex is very enjoyable. You're just not missing anything having sex with a whole bunch of assholes.
Right.
So save yourself the trouble, the heartache, the energy.
That kind of focus on that business.
Right. Exactly. Wasting your money because you got to get tested every 90 days and stuff. Nah, just focus. And yes, I'm in love. So even your new man could be a step 3, step 4 because I don't have a new man. I'm married and I'm happy, but I have no need to cheat because I'm in love with my business. My business is my love. Like I am absolutely in love with the time and the energy that I put into my business and myself. It has actually finally fulfilled that void that I couldn't figure out why I felt empty for so long. And I'm very happy. I used to have anxiety getting up to work in the morning, and I couldn't understand why I was feeling sick and anxious all the time. And now I wake up and it's 11 or it's 9 or it's 2 or it's whatever. I'm here and
make your money.
and depending on how I feel, it's going to determine how I'm going to do my day.
Right.
And I love it now. I'm at peace and I'm happy.
I think entrepreneur life is. I know it's not for everybody, but it's if it is for you, it's
if you're in a position with a support system that will allow you to go through the months of no money or in the red or all overhead costs and no money coming in, you know what I'm saying, then you can definitely slowly get there. So it took about 2 years now. So now I finally feel like, okay, I have part-time income. I can say that I have part-time income from my business. Versus the first year, 20 years, 6 months later, maybe 20 years kind of thing. Now every month, at the very least, it's $40 a week. It's something that I'm making without having to do any extra work. And I'm really happy with that. Like, I really, really am. I just told my husband yesterday, aren't you happy I don't work no more? Like, when I came up with $200 yesterday, I was like, money!
Right.
I'm excited. So, that definitely finishes off with our step 4 and growing your wealth. So, it's a lot of work at home jobs like Amazon, which doesn't require anything. And I'm going to be focusing on like a newsletter soon, discussing like direct sales. And if you do it, there is definitely a way to make it work for you. And a lot of people don't think that far into the future. They get into it and they expect to see the money right now
you want
because
your investment back, and you get impatient, like, okay, I've been in this for a couple of months and I haven't made anything.
and they're telling you, oh, I did this and that.
Right, you get hyped up at those, what do you call them?
Like seminars and
yes,
like
you get hyped up. And they all these millionaires up there, and you like, I'm gonna do that too. That's gonna be me. And then you go back home.
It's inspiring. But what I can tell you is, though you may not make money all the way right away in this instance, we are definitely going to talk about how to make money from these businesses, direct sales, because though you are an independent contractor, know that technically it's not your business, but by being a contractor, it allows you to work it within the rules that they allow you to do. And a lot of times, there's so many tax write-offs that you can benefit from at least at the next year if you didn't make your money in, cash in your hand that year. So that's kind of what I was doing, towards the end, but I'm actually completely done with all direct sales. We'll talk about that off camera. So that's not going to be long today.
Get all in the taxes. And
yes, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be the queen of taxes and really putting money into my business, because if you're going to spend money anyway, invest into yourself and take that brand and branch it into your own business. So now you can get these tax benefits,
right? So
that you can really see the business flourish, not just by only selling a lipstick or a this or a that. You can actually really get your money back from it. So definitely stay tuned for that. We're going to talk more about that. Ryan more well.
Right.
So thank you. This has been Mondays and Mimosas, and stay tuned for another one next week. Thanks.
Bye.